Good morning, you guys. I don't know why every time I start the vlog I have to like clear my throat, but today is Tuesday morning and my kids are still sleeping. Now that I've started the vlog, I'm sure one of them is bound to wake up, but it's Tuesday morning. It has been a lovely, slow morning. Yesterday I was really stressed because we had just such a busy weekend of a lot of driving. I mentioned this to you guys, just a lot of driving, and I told myself like I need to stop. I needed to reflect on how I was spending these, end of spring, early summer days, and the truth is I'm exhausted and my body has been taking a huge toll on it, which then affects my mental health. Haven't had breakfast yet because I'm waiting for the kids to have breakfast with them, but I'm going to make my bed because I still haven't done that. And there are a couple of errands that I want to run today. I'm going to run to Hobby Lobby and I think Target, which Lucas loves Target. It's his favorite store, so I don't think he'll mind that. But going to grab a couple of things for the house. And yeah, I'm just going to make my bed, and probably by the time I'm done doing that, they'll be awake. Either way, I'll get started on breakfast because I'm getting hungry. This top that I'm wearing, I know it's just like a basic top, but if you're pregnant this summer, I highly recommend these. These are amazing. They're from Target. I got 3 of them, and I think I got this in like a look. I literally have pet hair falling off of me as we speak. Lucas is awake. Anyways, I know he's gonna go potty right now. These are, I think I got this in like a small or extra small. Either way, they're super stretchy, gives you plenty of space for the bump. And then I'm wearing these like linen pants from Good Morning Honey. You'll only ever catch me in pants if they're linen. I do not like wearing jeans, but have also been really comfortable and stretchy for the bump. So I think I might go get more of these tops because they literally go with everything. They go with everything. I have this green one, I have a gray one, and then I have this really pretty white one with like, no, black, I'm sorry, with white on these stitchings. So it kind of looks a little fancier, but anyways, highly recommend. I'll link it down below for you guys. Both my kids are awake, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up from waiting too long to eat. Ugh, why did I do this to myself? Whew. Why did I do this? Why did I do this to myself? I feel like I'm gonna freaking barf. Okay, we just left Hobby Lobby. I completely forgot to vlog before we got in there, but that was a really successful trip. I found almost all the things that I needed, and I spent $100, which is actually a really good deal considering all the things that I bought, which is why I love going there because they always got sales. Anyway, really good haul that I'm excited to show you guys. Just a lot of kitchen stuff. But next we're gonna go to Target, and Target's a little more pricey, so I wanted to go there last. We'll see if they have anything. Our home section is not very good, never updated, kind of sucks, so we'll see. Okay, we're back home. Kids are down for quiet / nap time. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a haul of what I got from Hobby Lobby. I got a couple things at Target, but only 2 real like home pieces. Okay, so I got 2 more of these bigger jars. It's 128 ounces, in case anyone wanted to know. And I needed 2 more to put down below over here. They had restocked. And then I'm doing this slowly. I didn't want to like buy too many at once. I got 2 more of the medium-sized jars. This one is 71 ounces, and then I got only 1 of the smaller jars that I'm putting up there in that top shelf, and this one is a 50-ounce jar. I got in total 5 jars, And then I needed another one of these measuring cups because my old one started fading. And then a couple other things I got. I got these mini mitts. The ones that we have right now are like really giant. And I don't know, I just wanted some smaller ones. They were only $7.99, but I just liked the little details. I liked that it had this little like leather piece. I thought they were really cute. I got some wooden spoons. I got a ladle, wooden ladle, and then just a couple of other wooden spoons. I've been needing to buy more of these. These are the 3 that I got. I got this drying mat. I used to have one from Target, but I threw it away. I had it for a while. I threw it away because it started just to smell. I would put it in the wash because you're able to machine wash it, but these don't last forever. They were only, this one was only $5, but I liked the print. I thought the print was really cute. So I got a drying mat instead of using my hand towels. I found these really pretty kitchen towels. I'm obsessed with the color green. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is what, these are all of the patterns that it came with. I thought these were so pretty. And then these were trending for a while on Instagram. Didn't know if I really needed them. They're not expensive, but it's these like snack trays. A lot of people get theirs from like Amazon, and I didn't know if I needed it. But then I started to realize that when I did pack snacks, they would be kind of like all over the place, and I'd pack them in separate containers or Ziploc bags, and then my friends always had them, and they really were very convenient. The only thing is that like if you're packing any cheeses or fruits or things, like you would need like an ice pack to put near it because this isn't like insulated or anything. But I went ahead and I got it. It was only $9, but it has 24 compartments, but it has removable dividers, which I liked because I don't feel like I need all these little things. I feel like I'm gonna pack a lot of like one thing and then another and another. So I got that. Okay, and then from Target, I got more wooden spoons, but more specifically for serving salad. I have been making a lot of salads, but I never have the like the right appropriate utensils to serve, especially like when we have company. So I have been needing to buy these for a while. It came in a set. I think it was like $8. So I got those from Target, and then I got another like utensil holder. And I think I'm gonna put just my wooden spoons in here. I'm gonna separate my wooden from like my silicone and my stainless steel. But yeah, I think that looks cute. Yeah, I like that. Currently in the middle of decluttering my kitchen and just trying to make it make sense. I feel like I have so many different spices, but I only use the same 5, and it just is taking up so much space in like one of my cabinets, one of my bigger cabinets, and I just need the kitchen to make more space because we don't have a ton of space, and now we have all of this to make do with. And so I'm just trying to be smart about things. I never have the energy to do like the entire kitchen, so I've been doing little by little, drawer by drawer, and I feel like I'm in a good place. I'm sort of almost done, but still have a little bit of ways to go. The kids' new toy shelf just came in the mail, but I have been preparing for this. I got them a new toy shelf because the one that we had prior was, it's like the 6-cube organizer from Target, and we've had it since we've lived in Missouri. Are you okay? What I just didn't like about it is that it didn't fit like wider and taller toys. So I ended up putting it in Lucas's closet and it works great there for storage. So I got this new toy shelf. This is great because I have been looking everywhere, and anytime you type in like Montessori toy shelves, you can't find anything for cheaper than like $400. And I'm not kidding. I found this on Amazon on sale. It's like originally like $130, $140, on sale for $100. $100. And I'm really excited about it. The measurements were perfect, and I don't know how like filming the process is gonna go with the kids, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film me building it, but you guys will definitely see the after. Okay, not too many pieces. Really thankful this is not IKEA. Hoping this goes smoothly. Yeah, I'm not so overwhelmed with seeing that there's not much to put together. The building process started easy. It started off easy and then ended up not really easy. I have not been the best vlogger, but I chose the bad time to start filming yesterday because my battery was dying. It was like the end of the day. Anyways, good morning. It is the following day, and I have rearranged the playroom once again. We started this playroom, I want to say like a couple months after Josie was born. This used to be like our formal dining room. Now if this is repetitive information for people, I'm sorry. This is like in case anyone is new and just want to give them a little bit of context. That did not last long because this room, couple reasons. This room, it never gravitated towards people. We always ended up sitting in our like little round like kitchen table that we had that we have now gotten rid of because this room is completely separated from everything and everyone else. So we never really used it, and to be honest, we don't really need it right now. Where we have our dining table now works perfect for us, and when we have company, when we have guests, it's in a much better spot. So I wanted to dedicate this room as a playroom because it was kind of like just an awkward space, and for a while we didn't have that barn door there. That's new. My in-laws gifted that. They made it, stained it, gifted it to us a couple of months ago, and that's just to add a little bit more separation, especially because of all the toys, like because right on the other side of that door is our front door. Sometimes I like to leave the barn door open if it's like nice and clean like it is right now, and if it's a total wreck, I like to have it closed. So anyways, I built their toy shelf. It was a little bit smaller than I had anticipated, but we're gonna work with it. I moved it to a different wall so that it doesn't look as small, if that makes sense. The thing about this room, and sorry if I'm rambling so much, the thing about this room is that for a long time I had a lot of awkward like walls where they were either empty, I didn't know how to fill them. The windows are like in the corner, which is a little different, and then we have this vent that I can never cover. So it's just been trial and error, being creative, and yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna give you guys a look into what it looks like and kind of a little bit of a playroom tour. You guys can see the armoire already. I'm not quite done with it yet. I still need to whitewash it. If you guys are wondering why I didn't do that before bringing it in, it's because this was my motivation to get it done. I'm gonna have to get it done at some point during like a quiet time, nap time, hour, chip away at it little by little. I will definitely be wearing a mask, don't worry. And I have like my ceiling fan, and I'll have the windows open and everything, so I'm not like breathing in a ton of those chemicals. So anyways, let's get started with a little tour. We are gonna start off on this wall over here. So you guys can see I have like my hutch and the dining tables over there, kitchen's there. So we got this armoire for free. You see how I'm not quite done with it here at the bottom. The top is pretty much done, but the bottom I still need to do a little bit of sanding by hand, and then I have a couple other things I'm gonna do, and then it should be done. I'm gonna put a clear coat on top because right now it's just raw wood. So we actually got this little hoop gifted to us from Steven's coworker. I thought this was so cute. Lucas has actually been using this a lot. And then just to add some like color and fun, I had a ton of these like little shapes. I'm like, let me just hang up a couple of them just to add some color into this room and some stuff on the wall. So we have our armoire. It's not organized to how I want, but this is going to be the kids' homeschool closet. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It has plenty of space. So that makes me really happy. I may or may not change the knobs. So anyways, and then eventually I do want to get like a cute basket to put on the top of the armoire. Right now we just have like Lego bins and stuff. I ended up moving the piano over here to this corner. I actually decided last night that putting this Monstera plant would look so pretty in here because this room is just always dark, needs a little bit of life. We only get sun during golden hour. And then I moved the world map over here so that the wall didn't seem so empty. Lucas already took out some of his toys, but we got the little baby basket, and the kids' birthdays are both next month, so we're gonna get some new toys, some new things to rotate. I don't buy them toys like throughout the year really, unless I'm like thrifting, but even then I haven't done that in a while. So I kind of splurged a little bit on what I got them. Josie, I got her a new baby stroller. I have to say that like really quietly. Got her a new baby stroller because her last one broke, and it is literally the cutest thing ever. I cannot wait to show you guys, and I cannot wait to see it in this room. This is what the little toy storage looks like. It's a lot lower to the ground, I think, than I was anticipating. I do like that the shelves are wider and allows for more space. I don't actually mind it being so short, especially because I do have young children that need to be able to reach stuff, so yeah. Okay, and then you guys can see I have the nugget couch in the middle. I used to have it here on this wall, but let me tell you why I moved it. If the kids wanted me to make them like some sort of configuration, it's just this corner right here that kind of wigs me out a little bit. It's a little bit of an awkward corner because of the fireplace, and so having the nugget couch here, I was just afraid, I don't know, of one of them tripping, trying to like get to the other side or hurting themselves. I know it's not a far distance from where I now have placed it, but it's just something that was on my mind. So I ended up bringing their like little table here in the corner. This is going to be their little craft area. You guys can see that the wall is still very much empty. I think I know what I want to put here. They have their kitchen here, and then here's the other area I was talking about that's a little bit awkward. I can't cover this like vent, so trying to put stuff in this corner is a little weird. And then you guys see we have the window, and then over here on this wall, I was like, okay, they need like a little book area, little library area, and instead of wasting these like really big walls, I thought it would make the most sense to put the books and hang this little rack where I could put all their costumes and bags and toys or whatever here. So, and it looks really cute up here. I think it also adds as like wall decor. And then I'll give you guys just a little bit of an overview of what the whole playroom looks like. Over here I have the fireplace, and I kind of just displayed it with some art, and then they have their Bible stories, a timer, Mother Mary, and a plant that I'm propagating. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little playroom tour. I know I've done so many of these playroom tours because the playroom is just like always changing. I find them really interesting. I love watching other people's playroom tours because it definitely gives me inspiration. But as far as with what I want to fill those walls with, I have two ideas. One, I'm thinking, because I want to keep it like artsy and stuff, I may get this like, I don't know what it's called. I've seen it, it's from IKEA, and it's just like this like wooden, almost looks like a pegboard. Another thing is there's this girl on Instagram. She has an Etsy shop. Her handle is Laura's Joy Life. Oh my gosh, she sells the most precious prints, and I really want to get Fruit of the Spirit, which I really want to get. And another one is the like ABCs. She made it look really nice, and so I feel like I've chatted a lot about this playroom in this vlog. we're gonna meet some friends in a little while. We're gonna go to the park before it gets hot, so I wanted to quickly show you this room before it gets destroyed later in the day. I hopefully give you guys some inspo. For the balls, by the way, in case you're wondering, we got just those like rubber basketballs. We did not get like a real basketball. We got something that was going to be a little more gentle and not like break things. I just took my prenatal, and as I'm like walking to the living room, I drop it under the couch, and I'm looking under the couch and I'm just like, oh my gosh, there are so many crumbs. I need to vacuum under this couch. Also, if you guys didn't already see this, Josie did that. We were playing and she just like almost yanked my eye out. I did not realize how long her nails were. I don't want to obviously lift heavy because I'm pregnant, so I'm thinking I'm gonna just try to like scoot the couch a little bit. Normally I like fully take the couch out and bring it into like our dining area, so I'm gonna just try to do it little by little. But there are some blueberries under there already, probably moldy or gonna get moldy, so I need to get to cleaning that. I probably only have a few minutes left until she wakes up, and so I'm just gonna take advantage. This is what we're working with on this side. We just got a bunch of toys, food. This is where all of the crumbs are found. It's the in-between of the couch, and this is where just where all the food falls. So another thing I need to do that I'm not gonna do today is I need to like wash this rug because it's very dirty. Just in the nick of time because Josie woke up like as I started vacuuming. Thankfully Big Brother was there to entertain her, but that feels so much better. Having like no crumbs underneath the couch, on the rug, feels great. Good morning, you guys. It is Saturday morning. Steven left to drill around like 5:45. He's been having drill weekends pretty consistently because of needing to reschedule and make up. So it is kind of a solo parenting weekend. It's not going to be too bad though, honestly, because my mom is actually coming over later today to help me with the kids, and honestly just so that I could have a few hours to myself, maybe go to an antique store and kind of just like walk around, just basically just have a few moments to myself. Last night was rough. Sorry, I'm like playing with my hair. Last night was rough. We slept probably 4 hours, like a total of 4 hours last night. One of my kids is really struggling with wanting to stay in their room and has been waking us up several times in the night, and on top of that I already wake up so much to go pee. I might sound like a broken record, but I have been doing that. I told Steven the other day I have not slept like through the whole night since I was probably like, even before I found out I was pregnant. That was one of like my first symptoms, one of my first like signs of being pregnant was I was getting up to go to the bathroom all freaking night. That didn't come normally until towards like the middle or the end of my pregnancy, so I was really shocked that it happened so early in my first trimester. But that hasn't stopped, it hasn't changed. I wake up, honestly, I wake up at least 6 times in the middle of the night to go pee. I'll take Unisum also to like try to fall asleep, like if I'm having really struggling to fall asleep. But then I kind of don't like taking it because I will still wake up in the middle of the night, but I will wake up so much more groggy, and so I'm like, is it better? I feel worse. I don't know. I don't want to ramble on too long this morning, but I stayed up with Steven as he got up and ready for work, made him some coffee. I took a shower this morning because, oh my gosh, I reeked so bad. Not that you guys care about that, but I'm like so grossed out by myself. I was too tired to shower last night. Showered, made myself some coffee, spent some time in the Word. I'm gonna be honest, I have not been good about spending time in the Word. And like, it's like I know the consequences of that, and yet I do it anyway, and then I'm so regretful, and I'm like, okay, I need to get back on a routine of waking up early, and spending like quiet time with the Lord, because while I do like to read my Bible in front of the kids, I very much need like that quiet time too, alone with the Lord without interruption. And it's been really a struggle because I was actually having this conversation with my friend yesterday when we went to the park, but I was telling her that this third pregnancy has been really like hard on my body in such an early stage. And don't make fun of me for this, but part of me was wondering if it's age. I'm not old. I'm turning 28 next week actually, but I do think that like my 22-year-old body and self when I was pregnant with my first has obviously changed and has taken on a lot more weight. There's just so many different changes within my body, and over the years, and having to like carry like physically carry my kids in and out of the womb, and just all the things as a mother and like what it entails, your body starts to like wear down a bit. And I was telling her, I'm like, I did not, even with my last pregnancy, I did not feel this tired or in this much pain at the end of the night until like the middle or towards the end of my pregnancy. And I've just felt like this pregnancy I've been showing quicker. I've been feeling the aches and the pains quicker earlier on. They've definitely have gotten more intense when I like overexert myself, when I do too much. This is the first week in probably 3 weeks that we have stayed home all week and haven't like driven anywhere out of town, and it has been so nice. But yeah, I'm just thinking to myself, like, it has been hard. It has been really hard, and I've been really hard on myself, trying not to be hard on myself, because I'm growing a small human inside me while taking care of 2 others, while trying to take care of myself, and also be a good wife. And so it's been a lot, if I'm gonna be completely honest, and it's been really hard to wake up, and like trying to prioritize rest has been hard, and like just trying to fit all the like important things I guess in my schedule has been really hard. But then again, I'm regretful for it later on, because sometimes I almost feel like I need to sacrifice the sleep to spend time with Jesus, because that is what's going to get me more through the day than an extra hour of sleep. At least for me personally, like this is gonna get me more through my day. And then I get to sit in silence, drink my coffee, and yeah, so that's kind of just like what I'm going through right now. It hasn't been easy. I don't know if like it seems that way. You know, social media is very much a highlight reel. I don't know if it seems that way, but I needed to, you know, come on here and tell you guys that it is very much the opposite of that. And just wanted to share that with you guys in case any of you guys are going through the same boat as I am. I'm gonna finish my coffee and wait for the kids to wake up.